Oh yes. Woo! Oh yes, people. It's 8:30. Um, woo, people, you see the title of this thing, but before we do get started, I just dropped my kids off at school, did all that stuff. Son just had a physical for football to get ready for this off season right here, to get ready to do a thing. So we got that going on. So big ups to all the kids out there that's doing their thing, about to play sports, go into the next year. Congratulations to all the graduates this year who are going to be doing some work, going to college. Some people might say, hey, I want to go ahead and drive and go ahead and get this in while I'm going to school. Congratulations. And to all you guys who are graduating, everyone that's doing something good, I want to give a shout out right now to every employee that works with the drivers who see us as vendors and independent owners. I want to give a big shout out to them right there. A big shout out to the customers that tip us. Big shout out to the customers that give us water. Big shout out to the customers that write in all the notes and everything else for us. Big shout outs for employees that let us know the floor plans have changed when you're doing shop and pay or orders. Big shout out to a lot of people right there. But actually, yes, before we actually get started, I want to just say this. Side hustle addict wrote me again, and he wrote me and said that I need 5 million views a year, and it doesn't make any sense because when I had 400 subs and like way less than 100,000 views, he did the interview. Uh, he tells me that I need 5 million views a year. So I replied to him that my channel's been up for 15 months, and in 15 months I have 7 million views. So once again, I kill you there too. Um, and that's total social media since you count that also because you're on all the other platforms also. So I count that there too. But right now, um, was in the talks with Torp. He agreed to everything this morning. Hopefully, this is not going to be a situation with Roy. Um, I do know the time zones. We are here. He agreed to the 8:30 time. So right now, I'm getting ready to go ahead and get into that. And if Torp, if you are there, the link I'm going to put this up. And for anyone that thinks that they are going to be able to come in here and try to get on the interview by just clicking backstage, that's not going to happen. It's only going to be Torp up here, and that's what we're going to do. We agreed upon everything. Everything is in the works. So now I'm just waiting on Torp to go ahead and do his thing. This is going to be a much anticipated interview. I know that he has been hit by a certain group, and whenever it comes down time for Torp to speak his mind and do things like that, he gets cut off. So today is going to be a much anticipated interview. I'm going to go ahead and put this here for him. Hit that button there. I'm going to put that there for him. So hopefully this is not a Royce situation here. Um, I know the time to come on in. We set that on up. So now we're going to go ahead and do this chat and do this until Torp does hop in. He does know 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. That is what was in the comments there that we shared and everything else. He agreed. And so uh, we are there. Now, I did tell him 8:30 my time is like 10 or 11 your time. I put the 30 in, the 8:30, just so that he gets the extra little time period there to go ahead and come on in. Um, I have a lot of questions for my man Torpino. Um, Want to get a chance to know the gentleman a little bit better, um, so we all can know him a little bit better. It's one thing to get on a platform and go off on people when you don't even know what they're fully about. So, what I plan to do in this, when he clicks the link, is, get a chance to fully introduce myself to Torp, meet Torp, go over. He's been on YouTube for a long time. He's been on YouTube for a long time, many, 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 many years. So I want to go ahead and get to know the guy personally, formal introduction, do that so that you guys all can see, then go ahead and, figure out, how he started on YouTube and how he eventually ended up into the gig world. There's also a lot of other things that I want to get into with this gentleman, to give him everything that he's been asking for as far as just a floor and a way to really just say what he has to say. That's what I am going to be doing here today on Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Um, so, Torp, whatever you are ready, go ahead and click on in. But while we are waiting on that, people, I am the official news channel of the gig economy. Everything that happens will happen. And if it's worthy of the news, it goes up. I know I ruffled some feathers yesterday, but they were not ruffling feathers. It was just keeping it straight facts. Um, so we're just waiting on that video for the YouTube studio for the unofficial channel that has that in their title there. Waiting on that. Waiting on Side Hustle Addict to get some common sense, waiting on that right there. And in the meantime, make sure you guys go ahead and check out the DoorDash Revolution. That is my ace. That man has the most matter of fact information. Right now, I got a plan B. I ain't talking about getting rid of stuff, people. I'm talking about that my Walmart is right there, and that's my plan B right there. I will be doing that. If it does not go according to what was on the schedule for what we did right there, so that is it right there. I'm waiting here to make sure, and also make sure you guys check out Brandon's Recovery TV. Okay, Brandon's Recovery TV. Okay. Great inspirational channel. Great way to get some good words in and everything else like that. Now, there is another gig channel out there by way of Canada in Toronto, and it's the Gig Academy. Okay. Make sure you check out the Gig Academy. It's crazy to say this because we normally hear it here in the States. It's a Canadian Asian or Asian Canadian. And she's up there, she's doing her thing. She does a great job on showing you guys what really happens. She has She's monetized. I think she has like 2,000 subs. Actually, no, it's like 1,000 something. It might be close to 2,000 subs, and she also has over 400,000 views. And everything on the channel is in kilometers. What's up from Brazil? What's up, brah? What's up, brah? Everybody from Brazil, everyone in all these countries who show support for Hot Facts. Right now, we're just waiting on Torp. It is 8:36. He could be finishing up his number two on the toilet. He could be finishing up that. But we are just waiting on Torp right now. Whenever he does click in, anyone have any questions before Torp gets up in here? Um, Let me see something right here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess up the stream. I don't want to mess up the stream. Um, any questions before Torp does get in here? I know some people are like, well, we don't know how you feel about Torp. It's not about someone feeling a certain way about someone. It's about I'm a news channel, and the people that get out there who speak and are who are not afraid to speak and speak their mind, those are real hot facts. And everyone knows that hot facts stands for the truth behind what you stand for. And if you stand for what you got going on, then we'll go ahead and make sure you can say it here on Hot Facts. So, with that being said, Um, Torpino, just waiting on you, brother. Just waiting on you, brother. Just waiting on you. Just waiting on you. Ooh, we got Blue Tesla over there. He's over at Walmart. See, people, I can see my Walmart right now, and I can see what cars are pulling on up, and I can see who's about to go in there and get something and make something happen. Make something happen. 8:39 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 8:30 for today was supposed to be the time here. So now we're just waiting on Mr. Torpino. You guys don't know, Torpino came out of nowhere. No one knows where he came from. So I want to ask those questions about where exactly the man came from. I want to ask all those questions right there. No one really knows anything. They just know he popped up. They just know that he popped up. Now, if I can have, let me see. If I can have, if I can have, can I put that here? If I put that there, it'll show for everyone. I can't do that. No doxing. No doxing. We don't dox anything here on Hot Facts. We don't do anything else like that. We don't do any of that. So whoever else have told you guys lies about Hot Facts, that is a complete lie. And they cannot prove it themselves. So that's how you know it's a lie. Um, if I can do this, let me see. 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 Can I do that? Hmm. Can I do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. But hey, people, we're just gonna sit here and just wait a little bit. Um, Torp could be doing a shopping pay or order. I do know that in Kentucky right now it could be 1041 or it could be 1141. So chances are, um, everyone's up. Everyone's up. Everyone is up. And once again, DoorDash tip. Van, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Side Hustle Addict. Um, on Instagram, your DoorDash tips 2. On the other ones, your DoorDash tips 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Um, I I I do believe that if you're gonna try to slide out the back door, you gotta actually slide out the back door and quit throwing yourself into the fire. Now, maybe you know that you're throwing yourself into the fire by saying these ridiculous and asinine things. Um, or maybe you just don't know. But if you're trying to slide out the door, just let everybody know. What's up, TFT? Everybody, TFT is in the house. That is my deputy. He is the deputy. Okay, people don't cheat people. Don't do none of that stuff. TFT will let you know. Okay, make sure everybody goes out there. Our spokesperson, spokesman Cornbread, give a shout out to Cornbread out there, and make sure you guys send some lovely wishes to my man. Also, you guys all know me. I'm Hot Facts, and you know the Rev. Yesterday, after I got off of my live and I did my premiere, I did another 5,500 views yesterday. Right after that, with the videos I put up, just like that, because people want to see some things. You know, I showed the video with 2 drivers from DoorDash going to the door at the exact same time. I'll talk about that right now. People say, "Well, why is that? Why is that special?" Well, my wife picked up at one place, and the pizza place where the other guy picked up from was on the other side of town, right? They got him because he was closer to the pizza place, and got her because she was closer to the other place. My wife is a top dasher, one of the highest rated drivers in this area here. And what happened was they gave the pizza to one of the other top dashers. Coincidentally, both of those drivers who were top dashers appeared at the house at the exact same time, dropped off, and took pictures at the exact same time. So what they did was allowed the customer to get all of their food at the exact same time. That's what DoorDash is trying to push out there for all you people that don't know why you should be a top driver. Okay? Why you should be a top driver. Okay? Now, people are like, "What?" Yeah, that's DoorDash actually doing their job and giving the orders to the people that they know can get it done on time and efficiently for the customer. If you guys don't think it happens, watch my short yesterday. Within 1 hour, it had 2.1K views within 1 hour. Okay? Because it was something to see. And for those of you who don't believe in acceptance rating and being a top driver and everything else like that, that's how it worked. The only thing is, one of the two drivers were getting paid a different amount. Which one was it? I don't know. I did not ask. The main point was DoorDash assigned an order to go to a tipping house to a customer because I deliver there too. Two drivers showed up. One driver was like 4 miles away from the place where my wife picked up from. Okay, so that lets you know that the efficiency was there and they made it link up together. Stop hating on some of these apps that you work for. Okay, stop hating on some of these apps that you do things for. You got to understand why you get certain orders. Now, my wife says that she thinks that forget 70%. She says that once you drop below 90%, all of your orders change. And I've been witnessing it. I've been witnessing it, watching her do it. She did her own study to where under 90% gets you the worst orders. She was getting orders above the 90% when it shows up at $15 and she's getting paid $34. Okay. Yeah, DoorDash does. They double them up like that. I've done it like that on Uber Eats also, but they're only going to give it to those drivers who are going to give it the same. Okay. So 90% there is a change, all right, in how the orders that you are receiving. So she did her own study on that. She's one of the highest rated drivers out here. She got down below the 90 and it's right back up. She knocks it out in no time to get it right back up. She likes to stay around 94% acceptance rate because she gets all of her stuff fast. Now that right there, TFT, usually because he says usually TFT says right here, usually because one order part was declined by the initial driver, which means that that driver did not think they were going to get paid enough. That can happen also. That can happen. Here is the factor here. The house that they went to, that is a known tipping house. So if a driver did decline that, he messed up on his own tip. Okay? Or he thinks they're going to split the tip with the other driver. We're just waiting on Torpino. We're waiting on Torp. We are waiting on Torp. And that is all we are waiting on there. Hopefully, my man clicks in pretty soon. Yeah, see, TFT says my market is 85% and up, and where you will see the change in the orders. So this goes again for you people that don't understand, and you say that acceptance rate don't matter, which is why DoorDash tips, Van, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Side Hustle Addict, DoorDash tips 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of that. That is why he doesn't want to do nothing with Hot Facts right now also, because we talk about this acceptance rating. He told me that my content that I've been putting up lately is not good, but I beg to differ. All the views that I get, Van, they show that the content's great. And I have yet to see you, Van, interview a customer, a merchant, someone else that does anything that's with another gig. I have seen you do none of it. 0%. 0%. So from a content standpoint, all you do is ride alongs and do the same thing. You do the exact same thing. Okay? Van, you better wake on up, man. You better wake on up. TFT said he did a no-no last night. I forgot to fuel up on the way home. TFT said he forgot to fuel up on the way home. TFT, we don't call these you said you did a no-no. All right. TFT said he did a no-no. We don't call those no-nos anymore. We call those bud sodas. Um, I spoke about my bud soda moment yesterday, and it happened to be with my stun gun. I had it in the holster facing up and not down, and I was trying to show off to my wife how I can pull it out and get somebody with it. And when I hit the button, I stunned myself, and it hurt like hell. It hurt like hell. It hurt like hell. And I stunned myself. That was a no-no. That was my Bud Soda moment also. Bud Soda, I want to give you congratulations that now if someone makes a mistake or does something crazy, we are now going to call it a Bud Soda. So whenever someone has something happen, just say, "Hey, I pulled a Bud. I did a Bud Soda." That's all you got to say. Let's involve that guy into the gig world. Now we are still waiting on Torpino. We're still waiting on Torp. Hopefully, this is just a I don't know what it is. It can't be miscommunication. He's probably doing an order. Let me see. Let me hit guest. Let me hit guest. Not there yet. Not there yet. Well, Dad Dash, Torp was supposed to be on. I told him 8:30. He fully agreed. We are now 23 minutes in. I'm waiting on Torp actually right now. So go ahead and click in. I told him 8:30 my time was going to be this time for his. Told him that I was going to send the link in. The link was sent in by third party also, and by being up here in the chat. So he can go ahead and click on in. He told me great. So we are just waiting on that. But he does do a lot of shopping, shop and pay orders. So if he is on the inside doing early morning shop and pay order, he's got to go in there, shop, figure out where the stuff is, do the customers everything else, then stand in line, then check out, then go drop off, then go do his thing. So we are just waiting on that. We are just waiting on that. Everything was finalized yesterday. So want to be able to get him in here to give him the platform to answer a few questions and really to have no one cut the man off and jump on him and gang up on him. That is the main focus of the interview. Get to know the man, figure out what he's all about, and go from there. Everyone knows that Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people, I do the interviews with uh, people, you name your favorites I have done an interview with, or they have interviewed me. I've been on their show. They have came in, and chances are, whenever I am on their shows, it's one of their highest rated shows also. So go ahead and just think of anyone that you think of. Go to my interview playlist. Go ahead and check it out. You will see lots of your favorite gig content creators. I even had Tanner Markley on here, who is a professional stunt choreographer, fight scenes. He's the original Razor scooter guy that does the tricks and everything. He's Tony Ferguson, um, forever UFC veteran. He just got in trouble for drunk driving though, and he hits on someone, fled the scene. We got to make sure that he's all right. But Tanner Markley is his manager, and he's the person that designs the shoes and everything that he has going on. I see guest right here. Let me see. I see TFT right here. I see TFT at the stream right there. Let me see that going in. Did it go on in? TFT, do I see you there? Let me see. Hold up now. All right, TFT. I got you there. Now, TFT, if we can't hear you, you gotta hit the because you're not on mute. You gotta hit the settings button, and you gotta go to audio, and you gotta put it to speaker or something else. Speaker or the Bluetooth and all that other stuff.
And they change shit on me. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Say it again.
So can you hear me now?
Oh, you sound like
it's all supposed to be
you're
going
all
through my
static
headset.
right now.
It shouldn't be. Hold on. Screw it. We'll do it the other way.
TFT, I can't hear nothing you just said. I can't hear nothing you just said. Oh, did you ever meet up with Snoop? Dad Dash. That is still in the works right now. That is still in the works. Snoopy Badass is the first person signed to Death Row that Snoop owns. I cleared up his name and things like that. So, it's just, it'll happen when it happens. Um, you know, from the past, things like that has already happened. But we just got to wait for the right time, right moment to go ahead and get that thing up in there, and that is going to happen, Dad Dash. Let me see. At the
Okay,
stream.
did that fix it? Can you hear me now? Or is it still coming through wonky?
I don't know what's going on, TFT. All I hear is crackling, like somebody is cooking some pork rinds.
All right, hold on. Let me just go to
Say something
speakerphone
else.
then. All right, screw it. Just went to speaker. Can you hear me now?
You know what? Let me try to do something here.
I just took it off my headset and went straight speakerphone. Is that coming through okay?
Hold on.
Okay.
No, that's it, right? I think it might be your microphone or something. Let me see.
Well, I'm on speaker now. Can you hear me all right?
Do I sound staticky myself?
No, you're coming through loud and clear to me.
You can hear TFT. I can't hear him. If
I
you
guess I'm
guys
on
can hear them,
speaker right now.
then hey, TFT, I don't know what's going on, but if they can hear you right now, see, that's weird. I cannot hear TFT on my end. It's just static, but you guys can hear him fine. So with that being said, TFT, we ain't gonna hold up no show. Let it off your mind because they can hear you.
Yeah. Well, honestly, now I kind of lost my train of thought, but I don't know. I don't like freaking speakerphone. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, audio says it's coming through.
I'm gonna
Back,
try to
close.
adjust
All right,
mine. What the
audio.
hell's going on?
I don't know. Audio says it's coming through just fine on my Bluetooth headset through the StreamYard, but all right, all right. Dad Dash, if you can still hear me, I'm on my Bluetooth headset now. Is it still coming through okay? Okay. I don't know what the heck the link up is going wrong here. Why he can't hear now? Maybe it's because he's not at home on his computer. But
Can you
I don't
can
remember
you hear
now
me,
why I came
TFT?
in. Yeah, I hear you fine.
I
Can you
just
hear me
heard you,
okay?
and now it did some funky stuff. I just heard you.
Oh, yay. Well, at least we're figuring
I
out the
just heard
troubles
you.
now because you might have some
That was
issues with
weird.
Torp if he come in.
Now let me hit it again. Say something, TFT.
I'm glad we're working this out because you might
Okay,
have the same issue
let me
with
hit it
Torp.
again because I just heard you. Wait.
Yeah, I'm still
Let
yakking
me
away.
switch
I know. I'm
line
gonna help.
again,
I'm gonna
and
keep
let me go
yakking
ahead and
away
get
until you
into
find me. I'm
audio.
gonna keep yakking. Let's see here.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what I was going to say now, but I hope everybody who's deciding to work today has a fantastic day. I'm just got my gas and I'm heading out to work myself. Uh, oh, good Lord. I had a good day yesterday. I'm happy about it. I tried out a new zone and a new market in state of California. And, yeah, if you're from California, working in California, stay out of Alberia zone. It's non-existent. Uh, yeah, that was kind of a waste of time. But it wasn't that bad of a deal. It was a rather beautiful drive. And there's a little market just inside of Prather, California,
Okay.
that has some really good tri-tip sandwiches. So if you happen to go that way and feel like stopping by, I'm sure they'd love the
I
business.
swear StreamYard's been doing this the past couple days. Let me see. Say something now, TFT.
Well, I've been talking the whole time. I was talking about my
Oh,
little trip to
this is
Prather.
some BS.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm glad we're kind of
Come
working
on,
this out now because
StreamYard. This
you
is
might
some
have the
BS
issue with
right
Torp.
here.
Oh boy. Let's see.
I think I might have it now. Let me see. Now let me go to.
How's my day today? But honestly, I don't know. I haven't really started yet. I'm a little on the tired side, but I got to work. I can't let this weekend pass me by,
Okay, now let me see.
All right. Can you hear me now, Reese?
Give me a Heidi Ho. Oh, this is so nut.
Heidi Ho,
TFT,
neighbor.
I'm about to go nuts in this piece, man. Come on, StreamYard. I'm about to go nuts in this piece.
See, this is what happens when you change things.
I heard him, and then it goes away.
Oh no, my coffee's spilling. That's
All
not good.
right.
I didn't even fill it up that much. I shouldn't have spilled like that. By the way, if you guys have AM PM in your market, I highly recommend their high voltage mocha. It's basically just a standard
This
mocha
is
coffee
weird.
with an extra couple of shots of espresso mixed into the powder. It's rather tasty stuff. It does have a nice little
They
kick to
want
it.
me to restart my device. I don't want to do that. That's not gonna happen.
Well, you may need to, bro, if
I
you're
want to be
changing
able
things
to
too
talk to
much.
TFT. Damn it! You can't tell me I can't talk to TFT. This is my ace. Another one of them. Now, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know, my friend. I wish I could help you more with that. I don't really know StreamYard that well. So I haven't really dabbled with it. I probably should, but I haven't.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Yeah, you're coming through loud and clear on my end, and apparently the viewer's end. But for some reason, you can't hear me.
Let me see. Mic check, mic check. It's not even putting my sound right here to say I'm saying anything.
Crap. You only got the one phone. So.
Come on, streamer.
Personal.
Come on now, StreamYard.
I gotta go pull over here.
Come on now.
Yes, the trials and tribulations of a content creator. For those of you who have never experienced this, good for you. Those of you who have, I'm sorry. But unfortunately, that's a wonderful world of technology we live in. When it works, it works. When it don't, oh boy.
Mic check, mic check.
How you doing, James?
1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check.
You're loud and clear, my friend.
I don't know, man. What's up, James? Man, this thing is going nuts. I can't hear my man. My mic's not muted. There's none of that stuff going on.
Well, there's a nice little bit of shade. I'll pull over there right quick.
I don't know what's up.
There we go.
Let me see.
Let's see. I don't know what's going on either.
Mic check, mic check. No. Can't hear nothing, huh?
Yeah, if he's having
Maybe if I do
audio
this
input
right here,
devices issues, he's going to have to restart.
You know what?
Oh, he just took himself down and left me up here all by myself. Fantastic. No, I'm not muted. As far as I know, I'm not muted in StreamYard. Unless he's got me muted somehow through his own device without being muted on StreamYard. I don't know. Well, I know this isn't the show you guys were expecting, but hey, how you doing? I guess this is now the TFT show. All right. Yeah, okay. Again, like I said, I hope everybody has a good day today. I really do. This weekend should be good for all of us. It is one of the bigger weekends of the year for us, for us delivery drivers.
Oh, I can hear you, TFT.
All right, you're hearing me again. Yes, sir.
Oh, I feel like I really did something right now. I feel like I accomplished the whole thing. I had to go back out, restart the StreamYard, click out 5 times, hit the default speakerphone, do all of that. I can finally hear my guy. Sorry for all of that, TFT.
No,
Now,
no problem.
without
I'm just
further
glad we got it
ado,
ironed out. Glad we got it ironed
with,
out because it might have been this issue with Torp.
oh yes, yes, and I'm glad my deputy fixed the problem. Went in there and put them boots down. Now, woo, got a Ric Flair woo out of there. TFT, woo, laces down. I hope you didn't forget nothing you was gonna say. If you do, I apologize.
I honestly I don't remember what I was chiming in for now, but yeah, I've been kind of just rambling off and on.
All
Not really
right,
much of anything.
all
It's
right.
like yeah,
I'm
seriously, I
waiting
really
on
don't
Torp,
remember. But
man.
I will tell you this:
Waiting on
I
Torp.
don't since you didn't get to hear it. AM PM, their high voltage mocha from the little machine, fantastic stuff. Mm.
Oh, they have the one that has the digital thing in the front. You know how it has the digital thing in the front and
Yeah.
you can just push the thing? Oh yeah, hey,
Mm-hmm.
those work. Those are phenomenal. Those are
Uh,
phenomenal.
they got the little pre-mixed cappuccino stuff with the one they got listed as the high voltage
Oh yeah.
mocha. That thing is got a nice little kick to it. A decent flavor. I usually still throw a couple of extra stock shots into it.
Ooh, you
Okay.
wild. You a wild boy for
Oh,
that one, TFT.
I've been drinking coffee since I was 5, man. So.
Dang, he said I've been drinking coffee since I was 5. People, did you hear what he
I've
just
been
said?
working since I was 5 years old. I've been mowing lawns and pruning things, painting fences, working in the fields for my grandparents, herding sheep and goats and llama, and shearing sheep.
Mm.
Done one of the worst jobs you could ever imagine of picking cotton.
Hey, that is that is a tough one.
And
That
it's like I've done all kinds of things. I mean, like I said, I picked cotton, I've picked plums, oranges, cut grapes, picked corn. Trying to remember. I know there's a couple other things, but I can't remember them all off the top of my head no more.
mm.
I also worked several years at a bakery. I've done lots of years of security, construction work, demolishing, medical waste recycling. Uh, or well, it's more disposal, but they use the more nice term of recycling. But they ain't recycling nothing; they're burning it all to ash. Um, I've done a lot of different jobs in my life.
Oh yeah, man. We waiting on Torp. We had it all ironed out. It was all ironed out. So just waiting on Torp. Um, man. So Torp, if you are listening out there, if you are listening, send something in to let us know because I'll tell you this, Torp. Um, they're gonna say that they're gonna say you don't understand time zones. They're gonna say that you don't understand time exactly. Um, they're gonna say all of this stuff. Torp. Um, Rev said no
Yeah.
call, no show. Just like at a W-2, it's called a no
Yeah.
call, no show. Um, everything was ironed out for this morning here for 8:30 my time. Goes back into your time over there. It was all ironed out. We both agreed to everything. It's there. I don't know if you thought you were gonna get a railroad or something else like that. That's not how it works here. You're gonna be solo for your interview. To get up here how you normally do. TFT hopped in here to
I
before
just
you
hopped
do
in
get
here
here.
for one, I guess, a little comic relief. Two, to see if there's any issues with the stream. Three, just to bullshit a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much he just hopped in and let me know if something going on. And
Um,
and and that's my man right there. And so Torp,
I
if
don't
you
need
are
a reason.
watching,
I just run.
Oh yeah, yeah. Say it again, TFT. Say it again.
So I don't need a reason. I just come in. If I see a link, I click. Come in and say hi.
People, you got to understand how we roll
I ain't
over here.
afraid. Shoot.
No, ain't nobody afraid, and that's how we roll. Um, Torp, if you are watching, um, you know, go ahead and click the link. Do what you got to do. You said the people that get it, the Revolution, Reese, Brash, Dat Dasher. You put all of us there. We agreed to the whole thing. This was definitely not going to be something that was going to put you into a bad light. I do know that when people do watch my interviews, they hear how intellectual the questions can be, and some people can be intimidated because you don't know what I'm going to ask. But that is the purpose of an interview. You ask a question and you get the answer. And as raw as it can be, that is the best thing for everyone out there, and for everyone to be as candid as they can be. We got a guest back here. Let me see. That's just TFT.
It's just
That's
me. I
that's
don't
just
see nobody else. Not unless
that's
they
just
popped in and dropped
TFT.
back out again.
Yep.
Uh,
Cause it's
I
sad.
felt like not starting just yet. So I saw you sitting in here and waiting on Torp, and I didn't want to leave my brother Flounder in here, so I thought I'd come in and try and
Oh,
help liven up the show.
hey, people. Hey, that's just like when it's real hot outside and you thirsty. You got this warm water that's been in your car the whole time, and somebody come up with a nice. He got a igloo in the back of his truck, and he got ice in there, and he just come and hand you a bottle of water. Ooh, he saved the day. Saved the
I
day.
wouldn't call it that, but I wouldn't
Hey,
call it
it's
saving the
right
day.
there
But
with
I'm
me.
just trying to help lighten things up a little bit. Have a
Now,
little fun, a
Camry
little get
Knight.
together.
What's up, Camry Knight? Camry Knight, I do want to say thank you for all of your support. What you do, you come in, you comment on the videos, you do everything else, and I just want to say thank you for your support with Hot Facts and our whole team. You like a lot of the videos that I put out there, and I'm glad that what the content that I do, you understand what it is. So I appreciate that. And everyone from Team Hot Facts appreciates that because we work as one. All for one and one for all and 3 for 12.
I wonder if they're going to be on DoorDash soon. Got a new full life kitchen or full life kitchen restaurant opened up here.
Charles D, good morning to you, Charles D. Charles D says, blessings to all. Blessings right back to you, Charles D. Blessings
Yes,
right
sir.
back to you. Um, if anyone is out there and you guys are actually on your YouTube, you guys can actually go on Torp's channel and leave him comments right now, and let him know that we are waiting on him. Um, go to He went on some of my shorts, and we did it all through the comments because I don't have his phone number, and Revolution does not document anyone. So that's how we got it done. I sent Revolution the link to text Torp. So Torp has it. So he has the link and it's also here. But if anybody else is out there and you know that you can write Torp, his community post, any of the recent videos he did yesterday, the one about COVID-19, you can go ahead and comment on those and just let him know that we're waiting on Hot Facts and we are waiting for the interview. We're just waiting for him to show on up to go ahead and get it done. We're just waiting on Torp, everyone. And I hope it's an emergency and he just didn't do this on purpose. Um,
No, I hope not
hope
either, to be honest, because then seriously, if he just flaked it off because he forgot or just didn't want to do it, he should have let you know
right.
or popped in by now. Because I mean, it's been you said that for
It's
8:30. We're looking at 40, almost 50 minutes since you guys were supposed to be setting this up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
So
I can understand it being a little late, 10, 15 minutes late. I can kind of understand and forgive and forget that. But when you set something up with somebody, you don't show up at all, or you just if you do you show up at the tail end, last like 5 minutes. You're like, oh, come on, man. That's just not right. It's disrespectful, in my opinion. Now, I mean, I like Torp. I like what he's got to say for the most part. Well, come on, man. Turn off the car alarm. Thank you. That's annoying. You know you got an alarm. Why are you going to open your trunk and not turn it off first?
Cameron Knight says it's 11 in Wisconsin. Now, is Kentucky considered Midwest or Eastern?
Kentucky would be Central Standard Time, so that's like 2 hours ahead of us.
So it would be 11 a.m. because I told him 8:30 should be 10 or 11 your time. So even if it went to 9, 9 should be 11 a.m. there, which was
Mm-hmm.
still agreed upon. Um, so just waiting on that, just waiting on that, people. And TFT took the words right out of my mouth. Um, there's one thing, people, I want you guys to understand that when it comes down to Hot Facts doing interviews, these are things that this is something that I love doing for myself. You know, this is 11:20 in Kentucky. Actually, it's 11:20 in Kentucky. So then he would be 20
Yeah,
minutes
they're
late.
2 hours ahead of
So
us.
yeah, yeah, 2 hours ahead of us. I love to do interviews, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And so that's why I have a playlist and I interview people. It's a hobby and something that I take a liking to. And, I take my interviews
Yeah.
very, very seriously. I know the questions that I'm going to ask. I take the time to go over my
Oh, come on,
questions.
truck.
I
There we go.
take I take all the time to do that for the people that are watching for an interview. And it's all time, it's time management, and it's something that we just got to be adults about. If
And
there is something going on, Torp, just go ahead and write
yeah, send a
something. Let
message. Let us
someone
know.
know.
Post a comment,
Yeah,
something.
just let us know.
Hmm.
You have Revolution's number. You know the DoorDash Revolution is the person that you say you trust, and he has your phone number.
Yeah, so it's like
Go ahead and
I'm
text.
even taking time out of my day to help brighten up the show a little bit.
Yeah,
Now, I should be working
yeah,
right now, but it's like I can't let my boy sit here and flounder like that.
yeah.
So
Because
it's like I gotta come in, help out a little bit, talk about something. I don't know if you want to ask me anything. You can ask me something. Anybody got questions? Feel free.
feel free. I'm looking across at the Walmart right now, and I've seen a couple cars go in and pull out, and I know one of them should have been mine right now. Torp is what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say.
yeah,
You
Cameron.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's like Cameron. You can get catering orders with lower acceptance rates, but you'll get more of them if you had your higher acceptance rate, especially if you're in one of the zones that is still that may not have it may excuse me. Let me rephrase that and actually get my bearings here. If you're in a zone that is affected by the accept more, earn more, which is pretty much everywhere now, the higher your acceptance rate, the more you're going to get. Because the higher the acceptance rate, it's the trickle down effect, like Sin City Richard's pyramid thing.
I see it.
The
Yes.
higher the
Hold on.
acceptance rate, you're going to get the more catering orders first, and the lower people will get them as other people are busy. It's the trickle down effect, like a plinko board. Yeah, I mean, back when I first started dashing, I got catering orders. And I didn't even know what the heck I was doing too much. And then you know the whole plinko effect and how things trickle down. I mean, it's like you've been dashing a whole lot longer than I have. But, oh, there's the revolution. How you doing, sir? So I was like, out of curiosity, Camry, if you can hear me, I don't know because everything's gone silent, and apparently I've got a lot of yard work going on nearby now. Um, have you noticed that it's more like it was? In my market, it's extremely oversaturated, Dad. That more often than not, I'll get mostly only about 1 to 2 a day. But that's partly because my market is extremely oversaturated with drivers.
And yeah, and extremely oversaturated is happening more and more in areas where it was not prevalent at.
Mm-hmm. It was like when I first started dashing, there was not a whole lot of us out here. So and I didn't get on the catering program. It took me a minute to get on the catering program, but when I finally did, there was still not a whole ton of us out here, and I was getting catering orders 4, 5, 6 a day. Every day I work, and I only work 5 days a week. Now it's down to 1, 2 a day. Sometimes I might not get any, but I mean I'll still get good payouts, just not quote unquote catering orders.
Right. Revolution looked like he down there twitching. What are you doing down there? What are you doing?
He's writing something down, calling somebody, texting
Oh,
somebody. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on here a whole lot longer. I got to get to work. Yeah.
oh
But I
yeah.
did have one
Oh yeah.
question for Camry, since it looks like Camry there had been dashing a little longer than you have, Reese. Um, are you noticing that it's actually more now like it was back then? Or is it still? Would you still consider it better than it is back then?
Oh, you know what? That's a good one because I think myself, me personally, um, I think that it's going back to how it used to be before the pandemic. It's going back to that. That's how it feels to me. It feels like that to me. Like it's going back before the pandemic was here.
Yeah, because somebody like myself, I just started during the pandemic. Yeah, so it's like I don't really know what it was like pre-pandemic. All
So
right, but I'm not one of
pre-pandemic
those
was
greedy
like
drivers.
this. Well, pre-pandemic was like this. There were no leave at doors. It was all pretty much meet at door. And the meet at doors, your customer service and all that stuff was in. The pandemic shut a lot of the business out from what individuals were doing to make the money for themselves. But right now that the pandemic is over, you're starting to see some people will still have leave at door and be outside waiting for you. They just haven't went inside their app to switch it yet. So it's going back to how it used to be, being in front of the person a little bit more. And I think that change is what's going to help change and make some people make more, some may make less, but that's when hygiene, personality,
Mm-hmm.
how you do your thing and all that, your equipment, all that comes in. And everyone that does it like that, your dividends will be paid off pretty soon. And don't think that you're a clown. Don't think that you're weird for doing all this stuff, because right now they're putting all that stuff to the side and it's going back to the way it used to be. You will be getting paid more. Trust me.
I mean, personally, for me as a pandemic starting driver, am I going to get to see this before it disappears? Oh man, I'll take it. Screw it. I just got my first order of the day.
First one you
Not a
get, the
great
first one
one.
you take, because that could be the one that lead to something great. Now let's
It's
go
not a
get it.
great one, but it's a Walmart Spark order. I'm a little ways away from the Walmart, but it's listed as a 4.4 mile for $13. I can't complain.
Necro getting back says he can't see his DoorDash referral, bro. They're saying it's not eligible. Um,
Well, not every if you're oversaturated, 9 times out of 10, you won't even have a referral available. Now, if you have somebody you referred, yeah, they may not be eligible for the referral for some reason. I don't know. It's a wordplay game with them sometimes on this stuff that I've noticed.
Now, Camry Knight says when it snows in his area, it's crazy busy. You know what?
Yeah.
It's just like when it rains here in California, like where I live, we have the mountains here, so we get some mud, and a lot of drivers don't want to drive, and people don't want to go pick up food, so it gets
Hmm.
crazy busy at that times. And some drivers will make a pretty good penny during those times. Now,
Yeah.
it's up to you if you want to drive during those times. Some people say, I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to get into a car accident, things like that. But it's all up to you.
Well,
You know
look,
what I mean?
I tell people this: I'm worse than the post office. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from making my delivery.
Ooh, he said he worse than a post office. TFT said he go put on them Eskimo
Well, you know
snow
the
shoes.
post office's motto: rain, sleet, or snow is not gonna stop them.
Right,
Like, it may slow it down, but it ain't gonna stop them. They're like, no, ain't
right.
nothing gonna stop me, and I'll get there just as fast as I normally would. I'll still be safe about it too. Partly because I
And
know how to drive.
and still be safe. And he said partly because I know how to drive. Common sense plays a big part in that too. Brother knows what he's doing.
It's like I don't care if it's 10 below or 120 outside. I don't care if it's raining, snowing, sleeting, hailing, mudslides, rock slides. I'll find a way. I'll make it
Right,
happen. My customer deserves their order just because deserves their food because that's what they ordered. They wanted it. They ordered it. I'm going to deliver it.
right. Now, I got something I want to talk about right now. I know I spoke with Rev the other day about this, and it's about the shop and pay orders. Now, it has to do with men and
I got a
women,
love hate with that.
not not men making more on shop and pay orders and stuff like that. I'm talking about this right here. When you get an order and you see a woman's name and you see something in the makeup section, it's gonna make you shop and look for things a whole lot longer. When you see a man's name, you're able to get that shopping order quick and easy, in and out. Um, what do you feel about that, TFT? Doing shop and pay
uh,
orders for men versus doing them for women. What do you feel about those?
Personally, it makes no difference to me. An order is an order. If it takes me an extra minute or if I'm having trouble finding something, what a lot of drivers have a problem with is asking for help. It's like if you're uncertain about an area of the store that you've never really been into because you're a guy and you don't shop for makeup, uh, get an attendant to help you. That's what they're there for. Utilize all your tools.
Right,
It's like I don't care if it's 1,000 items and I'm getting paid good money to deliver it, and it's all stuff I would probably take me all day to find. I mean, I'll give it a quick chance to look over to see if I can find it myself, sure. But if I'm having difficulty finding something, then I'm going straight. I'm not going to spend all day. I'm going to go straight to an employee. Hey, can you help me find this? You know, and it's
see,
like,
no, TFT, that comes from someone with experience. A lot of people will get there and waste all this time looking around, not knowing. So I wanted to, now you are different because you think the way you do. So I so now
I'm
take
also the
so
kind of
now
guy.
take
I
your
buy a lot of stuff for my wife, so I'm not too unfamiliar with
exactly.
the makeup area.
Yeah. No, exactly. And people, when you're a married man, you gotta go buy tampons and stuff. You gotta go do
Mm,
that. That's just something we do. That's something we do right there. So now let's take us out of the equation, TTFT, and Revolution's there too. Let's take me, you, and Rev out of the equation there, right? Now, if a regular person gets a shopping page for a man or a woman, do you think they accept the orders off of the gender?
My internet dived out a little bit. I lost part of that. Saying
Oh,
something about regular person and what about gender?
all right. So, all right, take us out and just get a regular
Yeah, caught
person
that
that
part.
might be in there shopping. And do
Yeah.
you think they accept the orders based off of man and woman, depending on how hard the order can be? Or do you think they just say, I don't care?
Well, the thing is, 9 times out of 10 with DoorDash, you can't see a customer name until you accept it. I mean, you kind of can with Android with the floating widget, but not everybody runs on Android. I don't know what the iPhone looked like on an offer coming in, but, so I couldn't tell you 100%. But me personally, I don't care what the order is, who the order is for. If I were, even if I wasn't married, didn't have the mindset that I do, I still would not care who the order is for, as long as it was a decent payout, low mileage, worth my time. Well, if it's a valid order, it's something that I would accept regardless, then I'm going to take it. If it takes me a little bit longer to get it done, so be it. Well, because I'm a stubborn individual, I take an order, I'm going to see it through. Yeah, it's like I've done it many times in the past where I've taken an order at like Walgreens shop and deliver, and it was like all makeup, or Target, and
Mm,
it was all makeup. I literally had to have the freaking employees sit there with me and try and help me find all the stuff because I'm not familiar with Target's cosmetic area. It was like I had an employee follow me around for the like 7 items that I had to find. I was like,
mm,
hey, can you point me out with this, and this? Because it didn't have it listed by aisle number, like it would, like Spark does with the shopping delivers and certain other stores on DoorDash do, where
right,
they're all listed by aisle number and sometimes even have a section number. So it's like, okay, I go, here's the aisle, and it's like, all right, it says section 21, and I need to go to section 14. So I walk down a couple feet, boom, there we go. All I got to do is look from top to bottom of the rack and find the item.
right,
But the harder the app makes it for us by the merchant either not inputting the correct information to DoorDash, by having all of the aisle numbers and everything else instead of just labeling it as beauty, where okay, beauty is like 10 aisles wide, 10 aisles long, and each aisle has like 18 sections. It's like, oh god, it's gonna be a minute trying to find something.
right,
It's like all you get to do is basically look at the picture and kind of try to scan every single item to find the right thing. Now, yeah, if you're fast enough, you are good enough at recognition for patterns and colors and whatnot, you can probably spot it pretty quick. But I've been to a couple places where I thought I found the right item, and it was like I go to scan it right quick, and you're like, nope, it's the wrong one. The one I need is 3 aisles over.
right.
It took me going to find an employee to find out. Okay, it was like, well, it's the same thing. Why is it in two different places? Well,
Mm,
it was mainly because there was a slight difference in the content of the lotion. One was extra dry skin care, and the other was just regular lotion. I guess I don't know.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
You know, we don't know nothing about that. You know, we just put on lotion, TFT. We
Lotion's
just put
lotion,
on
man.
lotion.
It's all the same to me.
Yep.
Um, it's just like hairspray or hair mousse. I it's the same thing. It's something to hold my hair in place. I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
It's
Right.
got to the point where my wife don't even tell me what brand it is. She tells me what brand and then the color. That's it. Well, her favorite Tresemme mousse. She gets
Tresemme.
the Tresemme. It was like yellowish green can. I couldn't even tell you
And
what
check
other
this
words
out.
on there.
You don't even know what it is. You know when you go,
All I know
it's
is
that
Tresemme
can
mousse, and I'm looking for that color. That's it.
for that color, and that's it. Now let me ask you this, TFT. You know, you chimed in on the two delivery drivers going to the same house.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that happens a lot. It happened to me not too long ago too. And I know I got the short end of the stick on that one because what I had to pick up was literally from a donut shop. It was one small bear claw. That's it. and it was like a mile away from the customer, and it was listed at $5.75.
Right.
It's 5.75 for 1 mile. I don't know
Right.
anybody who would not take that. Well, it
Now
literally it was
the
ready when I
other
walked
driver had a
in.
couple bags.
Yeah, he had a
Did the
McDonald's,
other driver have a
two
couple
bag
bags,
McDonald's order,
TFT?
two bag
Okay, two-bag
McDonald's
McDonald's
order.
order. Yep, 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 yep. TFT
I
said, "I know
guarantee
I
you
got to send you the pic."
his order was probably $9-10.
Right.
And I had 5.75. And I know for a fact that he did not wait an extra second because he was probably sitting by that McDonald's when he got the order. If he would have waited a
Right.
second, or he got the order after somebody else passed it because he figured it wasn't gonna be ready. So it's like when he got it and walked in there, it was already ready, so he just walked out. Yeah, and hit the confirmed
Mm.
pickup before he got a chance to get the other one. Or if, because he didn't see the other order. I've had it happen where I picked up an order, I'm en route to go pick it up, and then I get an add-on within a minute. Well, while I'm in just getting ready to walk into the first offer pickup, and it's telling me it's going to
Mm-hmm.
the same customer. So that means they've done a double
Oh
dash. It
yeah.
just took them a little bit to finalize the second portion.
Right. Now,
So because
Revolution,
of
your
that,
mic is off. I see your mic is your mute is gone now. I see Revolution's mute is gone now. Now, Rev, I know you might have something to say about some of this stuff, but want to get into, we're supposed to be waiting on this thing. Any thoughts on, what can be happening with this delay right now?
I don't have any comments on it. It could be several reasons. I done reached out to him a few times, so he
All
didn't
right.
reach back. So I don't. Now I
All
had a
right.
question that I wanted to ask. I had two questions.
Uh-huh.
fire away.
One was dealing with what you guys talking about right now, shop and pay deliveries. I done did about 1,500 shop and pay deliveries since I've been doing DoorDash in the last 2 years. I had a question that I always wanted to find out was this here. Why is it that is in my market is more men doing these shop and pay deliveries on DoorDash than it is women? I got a chance to talk to a lady the other day, yesterday. She said that the women tip less is the reason why majority of the women here, the women customers, tip less, than
Hmm.
the men do. When there's ladies doing the shop and pay deliveries. So they prefer to do the ones with the men because it's less trouble and they get paid higher tips. That's what I found out on that situation there.
Yeah,
Now,
I can
the
see that.
second question, yeah, that's what I was told. So I only had one to really tell me what was really going on. And she
Yeah,
didn't
I can
know that
see
I
that
was
from my
the reason
personal
for asking.
experience with shop and pay orders. Usually, when I have a male customer, I do get a better tip. It's partly because they don't really want to do it, and they're like being badgered by their wife or something to get this stuff done, and they don't want to shop for it, so they pay somebody to go do it. At least that's
Okay.
my experience. But most of the time, when I have a female customer on a shop and pay, most of the time I don't even get a tip out of them. But it's usually still a good enough pay on the app that I take it, so I'm not too concerned.
Right. Right. Okay. Question number two. And I'm gonna have to park for this one. Matter of fact, there's no need of me getting started. I received a email notification from DoorDash, and I'm going to read it right now. Hi, Robert. We noticed over the last 30 days, one or more restaurants negatively rated you when picking up an order. Would you like to
Wow.
we would like to remind you to be patient, respectful, handle food carefully, and bring a hot bag and follow the instructions provided by the restaurant. High quality service encourage restaurants and dashers using the DoorDash platform to provide more opportunities for their interest in is providing feedback to the restaurant. The more opportunities they talk about is when you do your quality customer service, best business etiquette, and your best professional behavior, you get better opportunities and you can make more money. So I called them about this here because every restaurant I go to, I preach business etiquette. I preach professionalism. I preach quality customer service. I will be doing a video about how delivery drivers are being unfairly rated at restaurants. I talked to other drivers about this. They was like, this is the first time I ever heard of this. This is new to me. I had to show screenshots to prove that this happened to me. I talked to the driver support rep, and that's going to be an interesting conversation that I'm going to share with everybody when I do this video. And she was like, I need a screenshot of that email because it's new to me. And I've been doing driver support for 3 years. So I went ahead and I sent it to her and everything. And she was like, wow. She said, I'm going to have to put you on hold. Please, I'm going to need to talk to my supervisor about this. So to make a long story short, they got in touch with the merchant. So the supervisor called merchant support to find out what was the reason behind, rate me the rating that they gave. So they went through the protocol of we cannot, we're not at liberty to tell you the details of where the restaurant was that rated you. And I can understand that because they didn't want the driver to go back and to retaliate towards whoever the employee is. But they also gave me a survey to fill out. And I will be sharing that survey on my next video. And if anybody get a notification like this here, don't be alarmed. Get in touch with driver support. Get as much detail as you can about this information. Because what I was told, that if they rate you 3 stars and lower, it's just like you almost being banned from the restaurant. You won't get orders from that restaurant. So we have a restaurant here, and I'm gonna say the name. Ghost and I did a video about it. Rob is here in Collierville, and the employees been unfairly rating drivers. A lot of drivers been getting poor ratings, as well as they're not able to come back to that restaurant. So I will be doing a video on it. I did one on them. I'm not saying it was them per se, but they said that once you realize that you're not getting orders from a certain restaurant, that's where it's going to be coming from. So I'll be sharing that information. So what you guys thoughts is on that?
I've never even heard of that before personally. I mean, I can understand it. I know it can happen. I know the merchants can rate us just like customers can. But wow, I've never. Yeah, I'm thankful that so far I've never experienced that. To be honest, you're the first I've heard of personally that have that happen to them. And I'm sorry that has happened to you.
It was a good thing. I'm gonna tell you why it's a good thing, because it's gonna give me content to address the DoorDash, as well the drivers, and as well to the merchants.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. Now I got proof to where we can discuss this. It is a problem. How do we find a resolution to this problem? That's the reason why I tell the drivers here, new drivers, to be on your best behavior, best business practice, okay? Business etiquette, quality customer service. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. This is my opinion. if it continue being an ongoing thing, I believe restaurants operators and the employees will also be evaluated
I'm
by
doing all right,
third.
man. How you doing today?
That's what I believe from my expert opinion. It's an opinion, not a fact. Can I prove it? We'll see in my next video. But it's something that drivers need to pay attention to, because I did a video a year ago, talked about the DoorDash merchant portal, part 1 and part 2. Let me roll these windows back up. I am going to reiterate some things from that. Moviecultist.com featured one of my videos because a person asked, can they rate delivery drivers? It was featured there. I'm going to show all of that. And I'm going to also talk about this situation, and I'm going to show the screenshots. And viewers that look at it, if they have any questions or answers, we're going to give a section of 15 minutes or maybe 30 minutes of what kind of questions that you may have and that we may be able to answer. Also, you will be able to hear my conversation that I had with the driver support personnel. You know, it was about 15 minutes long. Will I play the entire 15 minutes? Maybe not. But I will hit the key areas of concern of why drivers not getting orders from certain restaurants anymore. And this is one of the reasons why.
And that's something right there, that the simple fact that a rating of 3, people got to understand that a 3 is like getting a C. So if you got drivers that are getting rated 4s and 5s from that restaurant, they're going to make sure that those drivers, if they're on in the area, are prioritized, which means that you are getting, some people may say, well, I don't think you're getting banned. Well, if you don't think you're getting banned, just put it like this: they're going to slow you down to a snail's movement from that restaurant. You're going to be at a snail's movement from that particular restaurant instead of moving around like a jackrabbit or a regular person moving around, which makes people have to understand that your ratings, forget about your acceptance rate rating. Let's go about your personality rating, your business rating on how you are when you go into a place. Those ratings are what we are talking about. Those ratings count. Any merchant can stop anyone from going in. Throw acceptance rating out. Throw all that other stuff out. Don't think about none of that stuff. Just think about how you handle business. You have a business rating that is not put up there. It's like an unspoken rule. Your business rating is one that's up there on the board. And if you mess that up, you could be taking hundreds of dollars out of your pocket per week.
I'm going to say something else that's going to flip some lady's wig off their forehead, and it's going to rock some folks' socks off. There are drivers in my area. Yeah, I'm getting ready to be the rare version of DoorDash Revolution. I'm not going to put it all out there right now, but in my videos, they're not going to be nice. I'm going to be hammering down on the guilty parties and the corporate of this. Now, when I was in the Olive Branch, I had a driver go in there. He was in cahoots with one of the managers, and he had them ban me from the restaurant. Okay, I didn't get no orders there on the DoorDash platform, but I could on the Grubhub platform. You see what I'm saying? So he was like, how is he still getting orders from this restaurant? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know I had the Grubhub app on. So some days I would put on the Grubhub hat and I would get DoorDash orders from the other restaurants in that area. And I would put on vice versa, the DoorDash, making them think I'm going in there for DoorDash, but I was getting Grubhub. Okay. Now I know a driver that did that's there. I know another driver that's doing it too. So my message to them, you will get found out. And it's not hard to find out who's doing it. Okay. Don't put your hands in somebody else's pockets to where you succumb yourself to a level that you playing this dirty game and causing drivers from earning a living. I know of two drivers, and I got proof. So the only thing about this, I'm not claiming that they're doing this one here, because we also got employees in the restaurants that goes in there that has more access to the app than other employees do at other restaurants. They will hit boom. If they don't like you, boom. Thumbs down, boom. They rate you. This is the first time in the 2 years that I did DoorDash. This is the first time me hearing about it doing food delivery since 2017. This is my first time hearing about it. But I will tell you, DoorDash is on to something that's not right. And my expert opinion is that these restaurants will be getting evaluated soon. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you already know that. And then Camry Knight says this here. He says some places will rate bad except their friends. If they know they got friends going in there, they go ahead and make sure that their friends is going in there and they're rating their friends real good. You know, you had a cool coworker that don't work there no more, but now he drives, and now, okay, you still coming in. Well, let's go ahead and make sure you get all this stuff right here. Now, Roy, I was waiting. Roy, I was waiting on you to chime on in on this. I knew you were as soon as you saw what was going on, Roy. I knew you were. Real Talk with Roy, people, the emergency live stream of the
I'll
gig
be
world.
right back.
Yes, sir. Says, where is y'all's clown ass buddy laughing my ass off? Now, this is what I was hoping that this was not going to happen, Roy, because everything was agreed upon. The time zones, the time, everything else was fully agreed upon, and everything. And
All right.
I said that, all right, TFT. I said
I'm
that,
gonna bounce out. You guys take it easy. I'm gonna get on these deliveries. I wish
oh,
y'all the
yeah.
best of luck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the deputy, people. That's TFT. Well, Roy, I am upset, Roy. I'll tell you why I'm upset. When it comes down time for me to do an interview, I put a lot of work into my questions. I put a lot of work into the person that I'm going to be interviewing. And for me to get a no call, no show is very upsetting to me. Specifically when someone does videos and they say people like Reese gets it, Revolution gets it. You'll use my name to go into what you want people to listen to you for. But I want to give people the opportunity so you can let them know about you. The floor is yours. I put a lot of time. It's a personal hobby and something that I enjoy doing. That's why I conduct interviews randomly on the street and everything. It's something that I have a passion for. And when I set a time, people, I don't know if you guys know, I've hired people, fired people, sales director, everything else, been my own boss, personal trainer. Everything I do is according to time and schedule. That's how I run everything. Time and schedule. I don't mess around with anyone's time or schedule, which is why I adjusted to do it whenever you want to. And when someone tells me anytime and then we go over times and I realize that he went into Roy's chat at a certain time, And he said, well, I go to work at this time. When we put the time down and agreed, he agreed. Um, I'm hoping it was an emergency and an accident or something that happened. Doctor's appointment, forgot this and that. I'm hoping it was something else like that, simply because this is what I love doing. And I don't know if he's trying to do it to see is Hot Facts gonna rip me a new one. I don't gotta go rip you a new one for me to be disappointed. I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. Well, Roy, it wasn't that we fell for his BS or anything else like that. His interview was going to be solo bolo, just him. He appeared on the lounge where he got jumped by everyone. And this was going to be a way for him to really speak out, set the record straight, and let people know about him. You know what I mean? That's what it was all going to be about. Let me see here. Is this really right here? Right here? Let me see. Let me see. I see a guest. Let me see. Come on, StreamYard. StreamYard. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, y'all just can you hear me?
I got you now, Roy. You are all good.
Y'all just fell for his bullshit. This is what he does. He suckers y'all in, and y'all want to support him and fall for that bullshit. Fine. And since you want to support his videos because he likes talking shit about me, when you guys know the real me, and you guys want to sit there and say good video when he keeps bringing up my name and talking dumb shit, guess what? I'm gonna limit myself to your guys' channel as well because
Roy,
I don't
no,
talk
Roy,
shit.
you can't take it
No,
that
let me
way,
finish.
Roy.
No, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Let me finish. If that's the kind of bullshit you guys want to play, you want to support some clown talking shit about me when you know the real me, and you want to sit there and say good videos, oh, your videos right on the money, when my name keeps getting brought up by this clown motherfucker, then I'm going to limit myself to you guys because I don't disrespect you guys. But if you want to support people that want to disrespect me, when I show you guys the utmost respect and we have these discussions, we talk shit, then fuck it. Why should I support you guys? Why you
Well,
don't show no support?
let me answer that, Roy. Let me answer that because there might be some things in the videos that he says that are actually true. When it comes into pinpointing a individual out and going in, I don't like this person, I'm not going off of that stuff. I'm going off of like the stuff when he says, well, in my market, the stop and pay orders and things like that, I make more money on. I'm talking about stuff like that. When he goes into his separate things about the individuals, I can separate those things and still get from what I got and say, well, that was a great message.
Let me
Now,
tell you something. How can you support any man that doesn't even know how to work his fucking app, bro? That's gonna sit there and agree with another man that he can't see pickup times because he doesn't know how to work his own app. How do you support somebody like that and think anything he has to say in the gay community is worth a fuck when you don't even know how to work your own fucking app, bro? How many dashes have you done? How many dashes have Rev done? I've done 650 and I know how to read my fucking app. So get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. How you supporting somebody talking shit about and trying to teach gig community shit, and he doesn't even know how to work his own fucking app.
no, Roy, no, I get you on all of that, and Roy, that's why interview questions to be asked and everything else like that. There are certain things that he says that make sense. I'm not saying 100% of everything he says makes sense. Just like he said about me, he said about me. Some of the things that Hot Fact says, I agree with. Not all. There are some things, even if you don't like the dude or some other stuff, there are certain things that he has said that make sense. So the things that make
Well,
sense,
yeah,
I want to know about those things.
of course it makes sense, bro, because you know how to do your app. Rev knows how to do his app. I know how to do my app. So yes, of course some of the shit he's gonna say makes sense because you got the knowledge and you know what the fuck you're doing. But when somebody comes on here trying to preach how to do an app and how to do DoorDash and this that, but yeah, you don't even know how your app works. Yeah, you're worthless turd in the gig community. You're nothing but a hindrance. I don't give a fuck what you say about I know how to shop and deliver. That's see what you guys don't seem to understand where my point of view is. You all act like this is some kind of fucking rocket science when it comes to accepting and declining orders that you want to take. It's not that fucking difficult. And when somebody comes in this gig community trying to talk about, oh, I'm this, I'm this, I do so much of this and that, but yet you turn around and you don't even know how to work your app, you're worthless. You are worthless in this community because all you're doing is
I
hurting
agree
people.
with that. I agree with
So
that, Roy. I agree with that. I'm not going to, you know what? Because can't nobody tell me how to pick my orders. Can't nobody tell me how to. Can't no one tell me that. I agree 1,000% with you there.
all he is a fucking pandemic driver that thinks he knows something. He knows absolutely dick. I have 650 deliveries on DoorDash, and I know how to work my app. You're telling me this guy has thousands of deliveries and he doesn't know where a pickup time is on his own fucking app, bro? Come on. All he does is sucker people in to make them feel special. Oh, I agree with this guy. I agree with that guy. Yeah, but apparently he doesn't watch your shit because he doesn't even know how to tell where the pickup time was. Same with Rev. Rev did a video on where the pickup time is, and he still agreed with Dino that he didn't know where the pickup time was. So come on, man. I don't get you. I don't get some of the shit, man.
Well, Roy, that's why this was supposed to be an interview. You know how I do my interviews, Roy. I
He was never
ask
gonna.
questions.
He's never gonna interview with you. He's never going to interview with you because later today he's going to do a video that, oh, I was too busy. He picked the time when I'm out working, just like the bullshit excuse he gave when I told him to come on. He's going to do the same bullshit with you, bro. That's how he is. He just tried to sucker y'all in because he has no content. All his content is trying to bash other people because they're more successful than he is. And that's all there is to it because he thinks he's some guru from back in the days when he was some great gangster YouTuber, I fucking guess. And that's all he does. So wait till later. You're going to see a video of him making some fucking excuse. Oh, he picked the one time I'm in the middle of my work, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know what time it was. Yeah, that's another thing. You don't know your time zones. Come on, I learned that when I was in first fucking grade.
See,
So
that's what I was hoping was not going to happen, Roy. I was like, I hope we don't have a Roy situation all over again. And I said it during this live. I said, if it's a no call, no show, no call, like Rev said, you're gonna hear. You can't tell time. You don't know. And I already said it. So I was hoping it was not going to turn into because we are in the same time zone, Roy. So I made sure that I was going to be on when he went on the first time. I tried to make it so it was going to be to when I saw him click on.
you don't
So
have
I
to be
wanted to make it so it was fair for everyone
you don't
and
have to
do
be
it
in the
all like
same
that.
time zone. You don't have to be in the same time zone to understand time. Look at Rev. Rev's in the same time zone as he is. So how the fuck are you gonna tell me you can't tell time zones? But yeah, you want to tell people how to do a DoorDash app, but you don't even know how to tell time. Come on, bro. It's Unfortunately, he suckered you guys in. If he does show up, I'll be fucking surprised. Chances are he's not. If he hasn't shown up by now, he's just suckering you guys in, and that's fine. You guys want to fall for that shit because that's all it is.
Well,
Bullshit.
well, when it comes to doing interviews, Roy, I've had so many people say yes and back out last minute that that's part of the interviewing game. You know what I mean? The interview does not happen until it happens. But the one thing I will do
Because
as a
the
news
person,
channel is I'll go ahead and put it up there and have it up there. So if someone does not show up, then it shows that they did not show up. I'm here waiting to conduct and do the business. And if someone don't show up, it just goes on that person, not me. I'm doing my part.
yeah, and
I
trust me. And the first time you guys don't agree with him and suck his big ass nose like he wants everybody to do, he's gonna do the same thing he's done with me, Flex, and anybody else that's not willing to suck his fucking nose. And that's what's gonna fucking happen. Trust me. Trust me. He's done it with everybody, bro. He pretends to like everybody, and then he turns around and he'll backstab you because you find out that he's nothing but a full of shit, and all he does is talk shit. And that's all he does is talk shit. Like I said, that man would not come and say that shit in front of my face. Period.
Now look at this. Cody says Robert. He says if a notification says Robert is going live at 8 a.m. Pacific, he's in Alaska. So Alaska is 1 hour less than I am. He says YouTube shows 7 a.m. on my end. because of the time
Yeah,
difference.
so there's no excuse, bro. He's just suckering you guys in because he has no content. Nobody likes him because he's fucking generic ass bullshit. Nobody likes him. So the few people he likes, he's gonna call you out saying you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And then when you realize, like everybody else has, me, Flex, everybody else, that he's none but full of shit, he's gonna start talking bad about you, and that's how it works. So just so you know ahead of time, you're warned.
Well, and see, my whole thing is being that I am the news and I do conduct interviews. This is someone that he's got so much mystery and hoop lore around him that I want to do the interview. I want to do the interview. You know what I mean? So that was
Yeah,
my whole thing about it, and
unfortunately,
it didn't fall through.
Unfortunately, I wasn't even going to jump on here because I don't even want to give that piece of shit any of my time. But I'm just letting you guys know. If you guys want to sit there and support that kind of behavior from somebody else, especially when you know me, and then you want to sit there and say good videos when you keep seeing my name brought up, talking bullshit about me, I take it you're saying a video about everything. Haven't seen one of you guys stand up and say, hey, Roy's a stand-up guy. Roy knows what he's doing. Haven't seen one comment from either one of you gentlemen
Roy,
about that.
I
About
say
that.
it in videos. I don't gotta type it when I can say it, Roy. I
No,
say it
no,
in
no.
videos. I
No,
say it
you
on
need
lives.
no. You should be in his videos putting him straight. You should be in his videos putting him straight. Because if you got time to write in his videos, hey, that's a great video. When half of the video is talking shit about me, you got time to put it great. Then you should have the time to put it. I stick up for both of you guys all the time. You guys know
Roy,
this.
ain't nobody put you in no category where we are going along with Torp making fun of you and everybody else. I'm not doing none of that. I know how to separate things in order for me to conduct the business that I want to get done with a certain individual. I know how to separate that stuff. That's
But
what
there's
I
nothing to
do.
separate. See, that's the problem, Reese. You say you know how to separate, but there's no separating it because you see the way he is. You see the way he comes off because he's been called out for his lack of knowledge. He doesn't like people like me and Flex and others because we call him out on his lack of knowledge. And the minute you do the same thing, he's going to do the same thing to you. And you all should be able to see that shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this:
All right,
why would Hot Facts
Breeze,
not want to
Breeze,
conduct the
Breeze.
interview with Torp? You know I'm going to want to do it.
What do you? Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to do your interviews, but what are you going to gain from somebody who doesn't know how to tell the time on his own fucking app?
Well,
What kind of knowledge is somebody with your experience, Rev's experience? What the fuck can you learn from a guy that sits there and doesn't even know how to tell the pickup time on his own app? What can you learn from that?
that's what the questions are for. Specific questions are there to be put in to learn some certain things about a certain individual. That's what the questions in the interview is for. To be
You
able
know
to
what?
bring out certain things that a lot of people don't know. I'm not going to talk about the that I have. Someone else may want to use them. You know what I mean?
Now, may I say something now?
Someone else may want to
Yeah,
use
feel
Or
free,
did the
them.
Rev.
screen get froze?
I think his alarm or something.
Oh no.
Now, number
Oh
one,
yeah, no, you all good. Go ahead,
see,
Rev.
I can't even get word. I can't even get word.
No, I
No
said
mind,
Rev, go ahead. That was my phone. My phone rang. I just put it off.
mind. Now, I don't want to do it like this, and I'm not going to do it like this. I'm trying my best not to. Now, my reason for having him on the debate show is a reason that I have. That's the reason why it's going to be a debate, not an interview. He didn't show up to your interview. He didn't show up to Reese's interview. That tells me all I need to know. I will be trying to get in touch with him. That's all I can say about that. Now, where I do my content, I haven't been attacked from just about everybody. Roy, you said 1 minute, I ain't fooling with them guys when you on this side of the fence. Then when you on this side of the fence, you say the same thing about the others. I got the proof. But I'm not gonna go there with that, man.
Oh, no, you can
Because
bring
first
up
of all,
whatever proof
hold
you
on,
want.
hold on. Oh no,
You
no,
can
no,
put up
no, no,
whatever proof
don't
you want.
interrupt me.
No, no,
Don't
no,
interrupt me,
no.
Roy,
Don't sit there. Don't sit
Roy.
there and say you
Don't
want to pull fucking
interrupt
receipts on
me.
me.
Don't
Don't sit there, Rev.
don't
Rev,
interrupt me,
Rev.
Roy. Let me talk. Let me
Do
talk.
not
Did
sit
I
there, Rev,
interrupt you?
and threat.
Did
Don't
I
threaten me with.
interrupt you?
Don't. Let me tell you something, bro. Don't
I'm
threaten me
not
with pulling
threatening you.
receipts.
I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you what you have done. Okay? On both sides of the fence. You did it on the lounge, you did it with us. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't the issue today. The issue today is you saying that I'm bagging this man up about talking bad to you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. He knows certain things that I agree with that he says. Now, this man then came at me too now. Understand that. He done came at me also. You see, that's the reason why I want to have a debate with him. He talks about the diamond program. He talks about the driver that advocates the diamond program. Who you think that is? That's me. All right. I talks about the shop and pay program. That's why I want this debate with him. It's a reason for it. All right. So it ain't nobody sucking nobody but here, man. But it's just like a situation that I'm having right now in this city about two drivers going in here, putting drivers' names on the ban list through the restaurant. When I see them, it will be a confrontation. Simple as that. My debate with him will be a confrontation. I don't have to explain what type of plans I got when I do my content to nobody. First and foremost, I never disrespect you. I never went in there and said, yeah, man, you right about what you said about Roy. Okay? Don't take it that way, man, because it's not that way. The man came at me. I don't know, did y'all look at it and understand it or what? That's the reason why I came with the tornado sirens and all of that. I did that for a reason. Okay? So he's looking at this live probably. If not, he'll be looking at it later on. You know, so my thing is, I'm not wishy-washy first and foremost. You never heard me sit there and say, man, you right about what you said about Roy in the comments or even talking on air right now. You never heard me say anything against Real Talk with Roy, and I never will. But I will check you just like you would check anybody else, man.
Yeah,
We
but you
all
also got
human.
to remember. You also got to remember, Rev, when he sits there and says that I don't know nothing about DoorDash, I don't know nothing about the gig community. That's when you guys should step up and say he knows a lot more than you do, and nobody ever does that. That's bullshit to me, bro. Because yes,
You
you
don't
do.
know what happened
You
behind the
want to
scenes
threaten
with
me
the
with
conversation I have with him. You
you
don't
want to
know.
threaten me with pulling receipts? Fine, pull receipts. I don't give a shit. Okay, there's situations where I've had issues with you, and then I've talked to you off to the side, like we
Right,
did on the phone call, to where we
right,
figure shit out. Okay,
right.
so when you say I got receipts, I'll pull wishy washy. Yes, there's things that I can change my mind. See, that's the difference between a grown man and fucking children. I can change my mind. So if I may have said something in the past towards you or Reese that might not have been in the greatest light. We talk shit out. We figure it out. Guess what? I can change my fucking mind. That's being a grown ass
I
adult.
agree.
And
I
for
agree with you on that.
and threatening me with pulling receipts because
That
I did
wasn't
this
a
or I
threat.
did this.
That wasn't a threat. I said
When
I
I
can show it.
well, that's fine. Show the receipt. You think I care? I don't care. Show whatever you want. It doesn't hurt my fucking feelings. Because
Yeah, you
at that
care
point, all you're
because you
doing is
on here today. You on
at
here
that.
right now. Prove that you care. You on here right now. Prove that you care, man.
No, I'm trying to.
You can sing that song to somebody else.
I'm trying to help you guys out with seeing the type of behavior this guy has.
I
If you guys
understand that.
haven't seen this type of behavior,
I
that's what
understand.
I'm coming on here for. He did the same thing to me. He's done the
I
same thing with
understand.
other content creators. So
But
all
Roy,
he's doing is playing you.
but Roy, you gotta understand. All right, you gotta
No, no,
understand
no, no,
this
no.
from.
Roy got a point. No, no, no. Roy got a point. He got a valid point. I
No,
agree
he
with
has
the
a
point
valid
he's
point.
talking about.
But yes, I agree with it
Hold on, I'm
also.
not
But
finished.
from my point of view, being
How did I miss
someone
that?
that conducts interviews, Roy, don't you think that some of the questions I would ask would maybe one of them would have been, well, why do you say this about Roy when Roy has over 15,000 deliveries and rides? Don't you think that question might have came out during an interview?
It's
You know,
possible, but I didn't. I
but
already
but
knew
no
there
no no
was
no no but that's what I'm saying. You can't jump the fence, Roy,
no,
because
no.
I'm the person that's gonna conduct the interview.
No, I did jump the fence because you know what? When I saw that you put up here, you were having an interview with Torp. I've been in there the whole time, bro, listening to see how long he wasn't gonna come in here because I know he wasn't gonna come in here. That's why I jumped in here and say all he's doing is playing you guys. That's
In
why I
the
jumped
back
in
of
here and
my
said that
head,
because he does it.
I already had the option, Roy, that he may not show up. I already knew that. But at the same time, I'm still gonna go on to what we agreed with to go on. And I'm gonna put it up there because I'm gonna at least do all of my part. I'm gonna meet you all the way to half the field. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do an interview and don't start a live and have it titled and everything. If I did that, then that says that I was really trying to pull his chain. That's not what I was doing here. So I got to go through it to see what happens. And what happened was a no call, no show. And
Yeah.
I am upset about that. I am really upset.
The only
I'm
chains
upset.
being the only chains being pulled is your guys's because he's doing it. He does it with everybody. He did it with Flex. He continues to do it with me where he keeps tagging me in videos, bringing up my name because, like I said, he has no content. He has no content, bro. Like you guys have content to share with the community. He has none. That's why every video he's all either bashing somebody. He can't come up with a reasonable video to explain shit about DoorDash because he can't even tell the time on his own DoorDash app. So how's he gonna help the community? Yeah, he might say a few things, shop and deliver. This is something we have all heard hundreds of times on YouTube on how to do shop and delivers and stuff that we can all agree on when it comes to the DoorDash app. But at the end of the day, what are you gaining from this guy other than he keeps calling out your name, pointing out stuff to you? He knows what he knows. He knows he plays the games, bro. He knows what's going to get to you guys, and he knows what he's got to say to get your attention. He does it with everybody. That's why he hasn't
Yeah,
been getting any.
but if it does happen, no one knows the questions I'm gonna ask, which is some people are terrified about that.
Well, they should be terrified of anything because all you're doing is asking them what's going on with this or what's going on. They're only terrified because they're afraid you're going to put it out on a video later doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, but my interviews are interviews and everyone can watch them. And there is nothing wrong with any of my interviews. You've seen them. There is nothing wrong with any of them. I conduct real interviews. And,
I'll be right back.
there's
I'll
a
be
lot
right
of
back.
questions. Now, Necro says, is Dino on the interview list? I would love to have Dino on an interview, but Dino would have to let me know if I have the credentials. If Dino let me know that I have the credentials, we might can make it happen. Necro, that was for you.
But that's what
That
I'm
was
saying, bro. He's all he's doing is playing you guys, and I don't want to see you guys wrapped up in the same bullshit he does with everybody else. Because, like I said, the minute you don't agree with him, he's gonna start jumping on, tagging you and all kinds of dumb shit, and then you're gonna have the back and forth. And you've already, and I've been giving you props on this. You've been staying away from that bullshit drama for the most part. I don't want to see you go back to that old bullshit because it's just garbage. Because it's just garbage. Nobody wants to see it. And that's all he's doing is suckering you guys in. Because now, like I said, later on today, we're going to see a video about this live stream that, it's his fault because he didn't give me the right time or
I
he waited
already
till I
thought
was
about
working.
that, Roy.
Trust me.
I already thought about that as that might can happen, and I would like to really hear why he did not show up. Rather than doing it, because I went all the extra yards and extra levels to make sure that he's got the full information and everything. I would
Bro,
love to hear why it didn't happen.
Bro, he didn't show up because he has no content. He has nothing to say to anybody that's worth fucking two tits on a fucking bull. He has nothing to say to nobody. You got a pandemic driver trying to talk to lifetime gig workers who've been doing it since day one. You got this pandemic driver. You think he's got anything that he can teach us? No. I've done 650 fucking deliveries on DoorDash, and I still know more about my app than that fucking turd does after thousands. So that's why he doesn't come on these kind of things, because he has nothing to contribute to the gig community other than he thinks he's funny by talking shit about people. That's his whole MO. That's why.
Well, I wasn't trying to get him on here to teach people anything. I was trying to get on here to ask my questions. But I gotta say something to you, Roy. You told me I gotta dye my shit. How's it look? I gotta let you know. How's it look, Roy? How's it look, Roy? You told me I gotta dye my shit. How's it look, Roy?
That's a just for men there? Is that what you got?
Yeah. Just for men. The one with Walt Frazier on the box. Yep.
Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to resign from this episode. I appreciate what both of you do. Bro, I appreciate what you do. You say you don't care, but you do, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have came today to tell us what you told us to do.
Well, you know what, Rev? I always stick up for everybody that I support. I stick up for everybody I support. Whether we've had our fights in the past or I've said weird shit in the past, and I still support who I support. And I don't want to see you guys have too much. Whether anybody believes it or not, you guys spread a lot of knowledge when it comes to the gig work. So I don't want to see you guys get dragged into stupid shit by somebody who has proven time and time again over I don't know how many videos that he knows jack shit. And he continues to know jack shit. And his whole MO is getting people and talking shit about people because that's his only content. He has no other content. So I'm sure you guys have better things to do with your day than to listen to some bullshit about this guy or that guy. So you know what? That's all I'm looking. I'm just looking out for my friends. That's all.
I appreciate you, man. No, I appreciate that. I'm looking at you too. So you see, I'm looking at you, not looking off. I appreciate that, Roy. Real talk.
Not a problem, man. Like I said, it just irritates me when I see good men agreeing with somebody who really, at the end of the day, knows jack shit. That's like me doing a video every day. Okay, I did 10 shop and delivers. Oh, and this is what happened. And you guys agree with me. Of course you're going to agree with me because you've done shop and delivered. You know what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, you're not learning anything, and all he's doing is suckering people in to join his little club of like misfits, I guess you could say.
Hey, well, we at 157 right now. It's almost 2 hours. I'm gonna just do it like this.
I appreciate both of you. I get back with you a little later, Roy. I appreciate what you just did today.
Yep.
Okay, no real talk, man.
Quit being mean to those merchants, man. You could get banned.
That's all right. I got a video on it. I know, but I got a video coming though. I know. Yes, indeed.
See, that's what happens when you ask for too. That's what happens when you ask them for too much extra ketchup. They get mad at you and want to ban you and shit.
That's part of life, man, Roy. Yeah, it's part of life, man.
Well, with that being said, I'm about to turn my app on. Because I waited too long. I'm about to go turn this app on and get busy real quick. Roy, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you, man. I'm giving you a hug right now. Roy, I'm giving you a hug. Look at the camera, Roy. I'm giving you a hug. If I can fit my arms around your ass, I'm giving you a hug to squeeze your ass. Good looking on that. Good looking, Rev, on coming in, doing your thing. Good looking, TFT. Good looking on everybody that made comments in the chats. Hopefully you guys saw that HotFacts is a stand-up guy. I will keep my word. My final word is, people, if you sign the dotted line, make sure you do the time. And we out of here.
All right.